When I woke up, I was inside a black tent. I could see everything blurry, and a strange woman wrapped in a robe was staring at me. Her eyes were of a green I had never seen before. My mouth was completely dry, and there was nothing but confusion in my head. How did I get to this place? The young woman approached and gave me some water. Words in an incomprehensible language came out of her mouth. In the midst of my confusion, I gestured that I didn't understand anything. "Do you speak English?" she asked me with her unique accent. I nodded without saying anything, as I was completely disoriented. Her hand gently caressed my head, and she placed a damp cloth on my forehead. "Rest so you can regain your strength." I wanted to ask her how I got there, but my weakness prevented me. After a while, an older woman entered with a plate of food and began giving me small spoonfuls of something resembling a soup. When the old woman left, the image of the Milky Way came to my mind, and I felt very cold despite the blankets covering me. Then, other images appeared. I was walking alone in the desert, not knowing where to go. That's when I started to remember. Why did I have to distance myself from the group? The guide kept telling us not to separate, but being very independent and adventurous. I didn't pay attention and got lost in the middle of the Sahara. When I turned my head, the group was no longer there. I started shouting, but no one could hear me. I walked until the daylight faded, and the scorching heat turned into intense cold. I sat down next to one of the massive cacti and drank a little of the water I still had. I felt one with everything and nothing at the same time. I was scared of dying, yet I felt an unsettling tranquility. When the night arrived, I looked at the sky and was amazed to see the Milky Way with its millions of stars and beautiful shades. Suddenly, in the midst of it, huge eyes gazed at me inquisitively. I began to wonder, why did I come to Earth? Do I truly exist, or am I a character living inside someone's mind? Then, I heard a voice that said, "Follow your instinct, the answer lies within you." Could I have gone mad? I thought, and at that moment, the answer I had been waiting for arrived. I simply needed to silence the noise of my mind and listen to what it had to tell me. Now, my story would change, since I had long drifted away from my dreams, living a life that didn't belong to me. Finally, I found meaning in my existence. I just had to take a leap of faith and believe in myself. Later, I woke up in that tent with those strangers who had found me unconscious and unaware. They were Bedouin passing by, and upon seeing me, they rescued and took me to their home.